the most. I peep them in quotes, trying to reach them through the truth we invoke.
That gender, how masculine or feminine somebody is, that expression is purely cultural, but that's not true. Even, the Bible doesn't divorce gender from biological sex. If you are born biologically a male, you are masculine. If you are born biologically female, you are feminine. Now, cultures may express those things in different ways. And what I'll tell people sometimes is that cultural expressions are not necessarily a bad thing. And sometimes they can kind of help you become more comfortable in how God made you naturally as a man or as a woman. So culture is not a bad thing. But when we say that things are purely cultural and we forget the spiritual and the theological implications of who we are as people, I think that's a problem. So,
okay, do you feel that a lot of the things that have happened to us are in our culture, like the feminist movement, trying to make women more manly, taking on, it's okay. Having a family was looked down upon for a while there. I don't know, wherever people are hearing this, that might not resonate, but I know here in the United States, there was a big movement in the 70s and 80s for women to be ultra independent, and pantsuits became popular as opposed to dresses. And just everything became a little bit more masculine. And then in the 90s, you had, and the early 2000s, the 21st century, you have this playing down of a man's masculinity, and to the point where they were making it toxic to be a man. And it's like, that can be very confusing for people. Like you were saying, there's some men who feel like if they're a little more feminine, that is a social construct. It doesn't mean that they are feminine. It just, those are qualities that we've put on people on certain ways to behave. I remember in my family, I liked playing with boys' toys. They were just more fun. If I did that, if I was a kid today, everybody would look at me and say, "Oh, she's really a boy." And it's like, no. So I'm just wondering if you see that.
Yeah, I do. Especially being on a college campus. So where I think we've gone wrong is I believe in women's rights, equal pay, all of that. No, like there are some things historically that have oppressed women. I agree with that, but I think when you try to make the societal shift of making men and women acting as if men and women are intrinsically the same, that is not the case. Women are uniquely different. Men are uniquely different, and that is a good thing. We have a good God who designed a good creation with a good purpose for how we operate as men and women. And so I think the societal thrust to make men and women essentially interchangeable, like anyone can be a man and anyone can be a woman, I think that's very dangerous. And that is essentially what I have an issue with. So,
with not perfect in quotes, living epistles, the receipt for the
We
crux.
thought it was life when we ran from his plan. Ain't know we was dead in the path where the flesh and the world give pressure.